Belial, ambition, and people who bully each other, bullying, and let's talk about boundaries. So this is my second take doing this video. I was happily doing the video and then my bell rang. And I want to add this, I had made a long video, but I want to make a very quick short video, and I want to talk about the fact that from Belial's perspective, bullying is just natural selection. Because what predatory individuals, people who are bullies are predatory individuals, what they're looking for is someone that has weakness. And by weakness, they are timid and they don't have boundaries. They're always meek, you know, they're always quiet, they don't say anything. It's not because there's anything wrong that you don't say anything. It's because they can feel the hesitation, they can feel the fear. They can feel fear. What bullies are really looking for, and this I'm talking to ambitious people, that with ambition, you don't have the time for leaky boundaries or for weak boundaries, so on and so forth. So I had a delivery I placed a couple of days ago. And usually I get an email the night before that, oh, your delivery is going to be on this date. Well, they emailed me this morning as I was getting ready. So I called them and I asked the woman, I said, will the guy be here before 10:30? I need to leave the house. And she was like, oh, well, you know, I don't think so. And I was just like, so first of all, you're gonna tell me that you sent the email on a day that I'm usually not at home. Can the guy come back in the afternoon? Oh, you know, and I said, look, I said to her, the supply is already low in the house, and this is why I placed the order for it. And I was very blunt with her. Very direct, very blunt, blah, blah, this, that. And she was just like, oh, it's only little this, that. And I said, look, I don't pay your delivery driver to leave stuff downstairs at the door. I expect him to carry it to my front door. I don't care there's no elevator. I carry all my stuff. And people are gonna take that as, oh, you're rude. She has no manners to speak to people. And the point is that in the middle of doing the video, I heard the bell ring and I thought, what? I looked at the time, I was like, I wonder who this is now. And it was the same delivery driver. And mysteriously, it's 10:25, I looked at my watch and the guy's there and he's delivered the order. And the point that Belial is gonna make about boundaries and bullying and so on and so forth, you need to be clear. You need to be clear with people. You need to be clear about what you'll accept and what you won't accept. The trouble that a lot of people get bullied is because they have low self-esteem, low self-worth, and that makes them a target, that makes them prey. You're an easy target. You're an easy target because people can see you don't have boundaries. You don't know you don't have boundaries. You don't know that you don't stand up for yourself, but you're always frightened, you're always afraid, you're always, I'm not good enough, I'm not this. Well, that's exactly how people are going to come towards you. Now, from a place of compassion, Belial does understand that when you are building your healthy self-esteem, when you are building yourself up, it's important. There are rituals I perform. Some of them are in my store. Glowing self-love is one of them. But it's also almost like bad girl confidence, bitch confidence. And anytime I've done that ritual for myself, anything that's bothering me and I've had like a tired week or I'm tired, I just tell the person straight up. And the problem in society, Belial always says, is people don't want to offend each other. You know, you always hear this from people, oh, you know, I just don't like confrontation. It's not that you don't like confrontation. It's the fact that you don't have the strength to confront someone because you're frightened it's going to end up in an argument, which it should end up in an argument. It's good. If you don't have direct, clear communication with people and people feel they can just run up all over you or there are terms and conditions of business and they broke them, they shouldn't be doing business with you in the first place. And tell them, be very blunt, be very clear. Tell them, and good, don't let them come back. When you have ambition, when you want to get to a certain place, you don't do that by being nice and people-pleasing and tiptoeing around people. And let's really get into the energies of neediness. So Belial is always very much talking about neediness. Neediness is a block in the throat chakra, and neediness is the desire for approval. I want you to like me because I don't really like myself. So it can tie into codependency. I don't really like myself. So I'm just going to be needy. And needy energy is annoying because it's draining. If you set a boundary with somebody and you've said blah, blah, that, and they're still trying to annoy you, that person doesn't respect you, or they don't have the understanding of what boundaries are. And so a lot of people, like Belial comes, he's part and parcel of the Cliffa, or the Cliffoth. If you're initiated into the Cliffoth, it's a type of predatory initiation, meaning that it will give you a type of command that's very rarely seen, especially for women. If you are for men, it's a different story. That's a natural selection type of thing. You see, bullying it has two different ways of looking at things. Either you can be very, I need to really build my confidence up, I need to do this, I need to do that, and which is what I always say in my videos, you teach people how to treat you. So that company, if I place an order now, they're gonna know that they have to deliver on time, and I said, check with your IT company. I don't accept emails early in the morning. If you want to tell me you're delivering, you do it the night before. And people will be like, oh, who are you to tell people how to run their company? Well, if they're not doing the right thing, I'm happy to tell them. You'll never experience any type of like bullying or people coming for you when you talk back. When you don't engage. Like, not every, Bilal has always said to me that not every message or not every friend request, not everything requires a response from you. You don't need to respond to it. Why? What's the need to respond to it? So when it comes to things like bullying, it comes to things like that, you need to have a quick mouth with people. People of today are shameless. In the ancient times, people did the same thing they're doing today. It's just they had the shame to at least hide it. Now people don't have the shame at all. So if somebody comes for you, you have to have a quick mouth and put them in their place. If they have the audacity to come for you, quickly put them in their place. Because it tells people, you're going to teach people how to treat you. If you just quietly, oh, I'm just going to be quiet, I'm going to be like a mouse, basically. That's what people usually are looking for. If they want to extract something from you. The moment you start setting boundaries, it's not a bad thing. If people already have healthy boundaries, they'll respect you. They'll be like, oh, this person's improving, good. If you set a boundary and people want to jump that boundary, you already know there's a problem. These are people that are benefiting from you being broken. And empowerment as an ambitious person simply means that there is going to be a lot of emotion that the non-ambitious feel that you don't care about. Because you're already very, very aware. Is it to have ambitious energies, to have primal energies, Belial says. And when you have primal energy, there are a lot of things you won't waste your time with. Because it's not yielding a result. It's not important. Why should I give it my time? And many people will feel threatened and intimidated by you. If you are firm on your boundaries, if you don't like mix with everybody and just laugh for the sake of it, you're intimidating. Because people can't like be friendly with you or be whatever. There's always a distance, but people respect distance. It's that familiarity breeds contempt, which is true. People become contemptuous. I always have access to this person. More than anything, people are looking for access. When it comes to ambition and bullying and so on and so forth, it's the access. You're giving people access to bully you. You're giving people access to be nasty to you. So ask yourself, everything has a cause and effect. If somebody's behaving a certain way towards you, you need to keep examining yourself consistently over and over again. What energetically am I giving out that this is happening? I am allowing at some stage of this to happen, and what do I need to do to stand up to take my right back for myself?